Freddy vs. Jason brings two of the most iconic horror movie villains to the silver screen, and it left quite an impression on those who originally saw it over 15 years ago. This movie's not great, it's okay, but at least it's not horrible. The events of this movie take place in August of 2003, just 2 months after the events of Jason Goes to Hell. Now, before I get into the details of this movie, one question: why the hell this movie didn't come out before Jason X did? I mean, this is like a direct sequel to The Final Friday, but for whatever strange reason, they decided to release Jason X first. It don't make any sense chronologically. It wouldn't make any sense in the story, so I'm guessing Jason X takes place after this, if you don't look at a story point view. Now, nonetheless, Freddy is powerless, so he brings Jason Voorhees back to life to slaughter innocent civilians so he can get back into power. Where they come across each other and they do battle. I have to say, for a versus film, this film is okay for what it is. It's not great, but if you do away with the horrible acting, what this movie has, and you're just looking for these two to fight, then you won't be disappointed. Me personally, I kind of felt like it could have been way better for what it was. This is not the worst movie I ever seen when it comes to this franchise, but I have to say they didn't do all that more better of a job when it comes to bringing these two icons facing off in this film. In fact, you won't even notice the difference because Ken Holland doesn't return as Jason, but his movements is just as stiff as they were in the last couple of movies. This movie is okay. It's too bad, but like I said, I've seen worse films when it comes to this franchise, but I just wish there was something more here. Despite the story not being the best, at least the action scenes are good for what they are. I mean, the final fight between Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees more than delivers. But to me, it had to be more than that, or for this movie to be one of the best films that came out of the year, and it's clearly not the case. If you just throw out all the useless characters that's in this film, then I think this movie could have been better, or at least how this film came out a long time ago. This movie was still in development hell for a long time, because back then, I believe Jason Voorhees was his paramount, and Freddy Krueger's character rights were New Line Cinema. But when Jason, Voorhees' character rights went with New Line, then they decided to finally make this film. This film is bad, but it's not the worst ever. And you'll find something at the end of the day if you just ignore all the useless characters in this film. You could have a good time if you want. And what I mean by that is this film is worth something at the end of the day. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this film a 6. Now, like I said before, not the worst film when it comes to this franchise, but I really felt they tried their best here. I mean, you have the final fight between these two villainous characters, and you have somewhat good camera view. But one question: why the hell Kelly Rowland's in this film? She can't act worth shit. She's a horrible actor. Or I should say actress. She can't act worth anything. She's a good singer, but she does not at all deserve to be in this movie. Hell, I have a big problem when it comes to R&B singers or rappers in movie roles. I kind of felt like they kind of suck. Now, that's not true for every singer or rapper that's ever been in a movie. But anyway, I'm getting off point. The important thing is this film offers something. It offers a kick-ass action scene in the film. And there was times that there was going to be a sequel to this, but they never delivered with that. Simply because I guess they didn't have the money or I guess the time for it. And that's my review of Freddy vs. Jason. Leave your comments in the section below. Let me know what you think about this film. Do you hate it? How bad of a film you think this movie is? And speaking of certain movies, since I've now completed reviewing all of the Friday 13 films, what is your favorite Friday 13 film of all time? It could be any of the 12 films I reviewed. For me personally, I don't really have a favorite. I think each and every one of these films I review on this channel has their own special ways, even the horrible ones. You can find at least one good thing out of those movies. And speaking of this franchise, I'm starting to think if we ever get another Friday 13 film, it's been a decade since we last got one. And maybe we'll finally get one in a few years, but that remains to be seen. Alright, this is Slum Guy 172 saying, peace out.